Hey guys, welcome to another video tutorial. Today we're going to be making cookies from scratch. So I've got all the materials laid out here. So let's get started. So you want 7 tablespoons of Alden salt and butter, which I have right here. 2/3 cups of white flour. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I have that right here, and I'm gonna put it in directly instead of putting it in a little bowl right here. 1 egg, 1 to 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, which I have right here. Baking soda, which you want 1/2 teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And, okay, so you can use 4.4 ounces of Hershey's, so you basically want 3/4 of the bar, and you're going to split them in pieces, or you can use chocolate chips, which I've got right here. And I'm going to repeat the ingredients one more time, just in case you didn't get it. 7 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2/3 cups of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 large egg, 1 to 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 4.4 ounces of Hershey Pieces or chocolate chips. So let's get started. Hey guys, so when we begin, what you're gonna need is the butter. You want to melt it, by the way, and I don't think you want to melt it all the way like I did. You want it kind of chunky, and you want it wispy, so you have it kind of like a cream. And I kind of made a mistake, and I didn't do that, but let's see how it turns out anyway. It's probably going to be the same. Okay, so try to get all the butter out. And so it's 7 tablespoons of unsalted butter right here. And so after I have the butter and I mixed it, after you mix the butter, you're going to put in your white sugar. Okay. And then you're going to mix it. And then you're going to put in brown sugar. Sorry, there's some in here. Let's put that extra. Okay. And you're going to mix it. The brown sugar is a bit chunky, but it's fine. And then you're just going to mix it. So when you're mixing your butter, you want to make sure you have the sugar kind of dissolved, and you don't have like chunks like this like I do for brown sugar. So kind of break those chunks and make sure they are dissolved. Okay, so now we're going to add our vanilla extract. And so we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So putting the vanilla extract in there. And let me close this real quick. Okay. And then you're gonna mix it. After you mix the vanilla extract and the butter, sugar, and now vanilla extract, you're gonna add the egg in here. So okay. So after you finish adding your egg, you're gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix it pretty well. And this should make it a bit really liquidy. So So after you've finished the butter, the egg, the vanilla extract, the sugar, you're gonna then add flour. And so basically I put this in 2 separate bowls. So I'm just gonna pour the butter, sugar, and vanilla extract into the bowl with flour. And then I'm gonna mix it. Make sure you get, basically, try to get everything out of the bowl you can, because you want to try to make it as good as possible. If not, just try your best, I guess. If you want to put everything, like all the butter, salt, and stuff in a bowl, one bowl, and then mix the flour with it, you could definitely do that. I just put it in one bowl first. I'm just gonna not use a spoon, but then let me take everything out with the spoon. So I'm gonna use a whisk now because I've got the flour added in. And after you can wipe your hands with a napkin. Then you can kind of use a or a towel, maybe like a dirty towel. You can mix in your whisk and mix the flour. And it's gonna seem a lot easier than you would expect it, so it's normal, so it's fine. So mix it. Oh wow. After you finish mixing it, we'll move on to the next couple of steps. Okay, so after you finish mixing the batter, which should have been pretty easy, you're gonna add the salt and kind of spread it around. And you're gonna mix again. And then you're also going to be adding baking soda after you finish the salt and spread it all around. So taking my baking soda, spreading it around so it's kind of spread out evenly. And then that's what you're gonna need for the batter. And then we cannot forget our chocolate chips. But first, mix this pretty well because you need this to be very good. So you're gonna add some chocolate chips. I've already added a couple, so I'm gonna put a little in there now instead. And you're gonna mix it everywhere, so don't put like so much in one spot. You can use your hands and kind of go through it, put some at the end, put them now, flip the entire thing over, and put some on. You can do all sorts of things just to get it on there. And then we're going to put it in the fridge for some time, for about 4 hours, and then we're going to come back to it and do it, because we want it to be cold when we put it in the oven. And so, yeah. Okay, so last, we finished the dough, and now we're going to let it rest for at least 4 hours in the refrigerator. So I'm going to wrap it with some plastic wrap. Aluminum foil works too. I'm just going to use plastic wrap. And then we can come back and I will show you how to put it in on the tray. So after you've taken it out of the fridge, you want it to be still a little cool in here. And you're going to take these, make a little circle, and you're going to put them. And you want them to be spread apart at least about 4 inches. But before you put it on the tray, put a little butter or the oil so it doesn't stick. Kind of just spread it all over. It doesn't need to go literally everywhere, but kind of just spread it around. So I'm going to put one right here. Kind of a little flat. And these will spread a lot, so don't put them really close to each other. Put them about 4 inches apart so they've got a lot of room to become bigger. After you finish laying out your cookies how you wanted them to, making sure it's 4 inches apart, these cookies are going to be spreading out a lot. I tried it once and I thought, oh, maybe 4 inches is a little too much. I put it like 2 or 3 inches. They came out to be about this big or something around there. So these cookies are going to be a lot bigger than what you think. So now what you're going to do, you're going to put it in the oven, preheat it for about 325 degrees, and you're going to put it in there for about 10 to 12 minutes. After you're done, put in your cookies for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay. You're just taking your batches of cookies out. You don't want them to be super dark, but you don't want them to be you want them to be a little light. So we made 2 batches, so I have one right here. And so you want to take them off and put them on here so they can kind of cool for a little bit.